It never starts on time. Evening, Internet. How are you all doing? Welcome once again to the International Writers Fellowship daily masochistic NaNoWriMo self-flagellation-a-thon. I'm having such good fun with this, aren't you? It isn't driving me and grinding me into the dirt at all. As you can see, we have a full house. We have the lovely Jen, the amazing Amber, the wonderful Erica, and Gary.
And Gary.
Angelica, Eliza, and Gary.
Much is my life.
And the musical theater portion, sorry.
I think we're all in a bit of a weird headspace today. I think that's fair to say. We're all just like, yeah, do you know what? Let's just be mental and cause trouble. Why not? How is everybody? Sorry?
How's that different than usual?
I don't. The past few days, none of us have had the energy. I think.
No.
How's everybody doing? We all right?
Hanging in there, yeah.
I was telling Jen backstage I don't have pneumonia. Huzzah!
Yay.
Always a good thing to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray! Yeah.
But I understand your doctor has prescribed tea.
Tea and honey.
Yay.
Even better.
I'm
honey
obviously very upset.
You should make a medicine ball. Well, don't go to Starbucks and buy them because they're too expensive, but I can send you the recipe.
Please do.
What's a medicine ball? Sorry.
It's half okay, and so the tea that they use, they don't sell in the stores anymore. So like we have to go and get our own loose leaf tea and like make our own, but it's a peach tea and then also like spearmint and lemongrass tea. And you do 3/4 cup of water, 3/4 cup of lemonade, and throw some honey in it.
Mm,
It's lovely.
that sounds lovely. I'm
Peach
just
tea,
drinking.
water, lemonade, and honey.
Doing Earl Grey and honey right now. I don't like the taste of lemon in my tea, but maybe with the peach. Maybe with the peach. What, Gary?
Gary was not happy. Gary
What?
did not appreciate that.
It just adds a tang to it that I don't like. I'm sure the audience is like really into this. Sorry.
Maybe if you go with the fruit flavored tea, it'd be a little better than.
Any chance you could turn your mic up, mate? You're a bit quiet.
Me?
So I was trying to turn my computer volume up because
Yeah, your mic's a bit low.
or
Get your act together. Come on, we've been doing this. You should know it. You should know it by now. Come on. Or maybe it's just always been a thing and I just haven't noticed. I don't know. How about you, Erica? As we said before we started, we've missed you. You're part of the family and you've disappeared. Oh.
I've been okay. I moved around some of my work clients so I could be here today.
Thank you.
Nice.
Because I've missed you guys, and every time I look at like my nano stats, I'm so far behind, and I'm like, yeah, that's because I haven't been. I'm almost like 10,000 words behind right now.
Oh,
So that's what we're doing. We're gonna write a lot this weekend.
Yeah, you guys, did you hear that?
awesome.
The week of Thanksgiving, we're going to take the week off, we're going to rest, and we're going to write.
Mhm.
I did take the week off.
Good for
Very
you, Gary.
So, I mean, that's probably something we need to talk about just logistically. So, we don't do Thanksgiving over here. I have no concept of. I mean, I think I can guess what the whole point of it is. Thanksgiving. I mean, it's not a subtle title.
Mostly about gluttony.
Sorry.
It's mostly about gluttony.
Yeah, we cook a
I-
big
I'd
ugly
be
bird,
thankful
and
for
we
that.
be with our family that we may or may not like, and we eat too much and we drink too much, and then we have pie, and then we go home with leftovers, and we do a much mellower version the next day with sandwiches. Am I right?
How is that different from Christmas? That's the thing I've never quite
No
understood.
presents,
No presents.
just food.
I repeat, what's the difference between that and Christmas?
You don't get presents for Christmas? Is that, I mean, Boxing Day? I don't know. What? Tell us about Boxing
Okay,
Day.
so, but is it just a one-day thing, or is this going to be an entire week? Or, I mean, I'm just thinking, am I going to have to do this alone for a few days?
No.
No. Just
We've been
Thursday
meaning
we
to bring
cooked the Big Ugly Bird. Sorry, Gary.
Yeah, just possibly Thursday you might be alone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be here Thursday.
Are you sure?
Well,
Because if I have a deadline to have to leave my sister-in-law's house, and it's not even that, but we do Thanksgiving with my husband's family, and there's like 30 of us in one house, and it's just a lot and sensory overload. So if I'd be like, we have to go home so that I can do this by 3, it won't. I don't mind like being that guy.
Be that
I've
guy.
For my
got a
family.
feeling you're using us. I feel used right now. Yeah.
Oh no. No.
No, perfect. I mean, Jesus, I need to use that as an excuse more often. Now, so I would be here, but the internet. What can you do?
Have obligations.
Of course. Yeah. How about you, Jen? You've been very quiet in the corner. What you've been up to today?
Oh, not much. Just getting ready to travel again this weekend. So I might be able to join Saturday, but not Sunday, unfortunately. Yeah. And then, but then I'll be available the rest of the week till Thanksgiving, obviously. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, shall we do our reading just to get us started off? Who's going today? Anybody wanting to volunteer there? Go for it.
Finger sealed.
Oh,
Feeling the
good.
cards today.
Oh, I see. I'd forgotten about that. So
I meant to
Erica
bring it.
Ember went and got a new tattoo down her finger. I think just because somebody wanted practice. Was that right?
Well, yeah, and I'm doing some social media work with them, and I've been staring at the tiny tattoos for weeks now. And I was in the studio, and I said, I would love to get one, but money being a thing. And then my friend said, oh, that's okay. Harmony needs to practice. I was like, okay. I'll get a tiny tattoo on my finger.
The look on
love them.
Erica's face when you showed that tattoo, Emma, was like it was a joy to behold.
Was it bad?
Oh, no,
I can
I
get to focus.
love tattoos. I go back December 8th to finish off the bottom of my bottom half of my geek sleeve.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. I have cloud strife on my arm that I need to get finished. Geek sleeves.
Oh wow.
We'll talk later.
This is gonna go to the. You're both you're just gonna have to start off your own channel, the Tattoo Club, the International Tattoo Fellowship.
Yeah. Is anybody in the audience? Do they want my Venmo information? The Ember Needs a Tattoo Fund?
that people would pay to watch that just to spend
They might.
time looking at tattoos. So
I mean, hell, if people are serious, I will live stream myself sitting there like this getting a tattoo.
there would be a market for that. I have no doubt.
Yeah.
My sleeve hasn't been so bad. My dragon scales were. I don't know that I've ever dissociated in my life, and I dissociated during that one in the 5th hour.
Oh.
I had a card hop out, so that's what's happening right now.
Oh, make sure you save it because that one wants to be read.
This is the one.
Oh,
6 of Swords.
Oh,
I believe this is a watch and wait reading, but let's see.
we've been getting a lot of swords lately, haven't we?
And
and
the
arrows.
Swords and I are not fellows. I tend to take swords as warning cards, but that's just me. Just me. And now I need someone to do a little song and dance while I find the 6 of Swords in here because it's backwards from my other book.
I'm
Is my mic better?
So there you go, mate.
Is my mic better?
It's clearer.
Sorry, I can't hear you, mate. Sorry.
You're clear, or dance being a grumpo. Okay, found it. The Six of Swords.
The Sticks of Swords.
The sticks. I'm congested. Be nice to me.
Yeah.
Always nice.
Wherever you are on my screen. Ahoy there, Ocelot. You're here just in time
Hi,
for the
Ocelot.
tarot reading.
Yay.
The Six of Swords.
Well, you're part of the gang now, Ocelot. So
Yeah, as of tomorrow, hopefully.
That's right.
Oh yeah, Erica, you don't know. So Ocelot is hopefully joining us tomorrow. So there's going to be a panel of 6.
Nice.
We had our
So
max.
many heads. So many heads on the screen.
I know. It's great.
Yummy. Okay, let's try this again. The Six of Swords. You're going to need to make a difficult choice, one that might feel painful and almost impossible. However, you know deep down that this is the best path forward. It's definitely going to be rough waters for a while, and your emotions may fight you, but logic tells you this is what you need to do. Be well as you walk forward into the unknown.
Ooh.
Did we get this card before? It sounds
We have,
familiar.
yeah. I think a couple of weeks ago we had that one, but we've had a lot of cards which talk about transitions and making decisions lately.
I'm going to pull another one and just see what happens. Oh, the Five of Swords. What the hell? I need clarification. This is how I do tarot. If I'm not sure, I pull a second.
I normally pull a third. I normally I do a 3-card spread, but
Okay,
that's a bit
why not?
much for an hour long.
And the Six of Wands. All right. So we'll mush these together.
6 of Wands. Now that one we have had.
Look at the pretty pony.
Oh, the pony.
So for the Five of Swords, we have you're feeling strong and maybe a little angry or a little fed up with the situation, and you're prepared to throw punches. If you choose to go this route, you'll definitely win, but there will probably be unforeseen consequences. You're so focused on the situation, you're not thinking about the future. Stop and consider the situation for a second before you do something you'll regret. So we've got a lot of discussion about choice and feelings and emotions. And that's tempered with the Six of Wands. Let's see what the Six of Wands has to say. What do you mean fingers crossed? Is there something that could take you away for us? Oh, you're talking about the cards. Okay, thank goodness.
Oh.
Oh yeah, these are all for me right now. I'm just saying that, right? Like, I'm not going to get into the situation, but I'm feeling like my soup is getting really, really spit in right now. In a really good way.
Here's something to sort of temper that spit soup, even if it is a good way. Six of Wands, E for victory. You've just won a big battle, and now you can enjoy the rewards. Your admiring supporters cheer you on in a victory parade since you've just accomplished something big. Success is yours. Enjoy the moment and let your ego get that boost. You know what's funny is I tend to read cards in present or past, present, future. So I feel like we have this was us, this is us, this will be us.
Oddly enough, that's how I tend to do my spread. I do past, present, future. But the thing I love about tarot cards and runes and all of this is it doesn't matter what is on them, that you are always able to read your life in accordance with them. They're just great tools for helping you reflect on where you're at and where you'd like to go. Because decisions are a big thing, both in life and in writing. And milestones, in terms of word count or feeling, Eric was mentioning being a bit behind, so having to reach that milestone. Just, I love it. I keep meaning to actually design my own. I would love to do that, but I wouldn't, not just get other images and put them on, as in literally just create my own cards. But I'm too in. Let's somebody else do it.
You know what's funny, Dan, is I have a book that I think you might like.
A book, me, that I might like. What gives you that idea?
You probably already know this book, The Jungian Tarot and its archetypal
I do
imagery.
know that book. I don't have it, but I know of it. Yes,
I haven't cracked it yet.
You mean why would you show me that? It is currently on my Amazon wish list, and I'm like,
What if I finish it and then send it to you?
it would be much cheaper for me to just buy a copy.
But then it wouldn't have the flavor of friendship in the pages, Dan. Fine. Give Jeffrey Bezos his space money.
Am I the only person who thinks that thing just looks like a giant dildo that just goes up in the sky and then comes back down again?
No, we all think it looks like a giant dildo. We
Yeah,
think
but why is nobody pointing it out in the media? It's like, guys, you're zooming in on the head right now. Come on, give it a.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, in the chat, we're talking about soup. Dildos over here, soup on,
Chunky soup.
and I'm stuck in the middle with you.
With croutons and dumplings.
You could have a bisque. A
Wow.
bisque is a nice non-chunk of. Where are we going? What is happening?
Do we sprint?
Let's sprint. I am so sorry. My tarot reading went way off into the weeds.
Oh, so funny.
Best place to be.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, but yes, welcome, Kraken. Lovely to have you with us, and Ocelot, as usual. Do you want us to, Ocelot, shall we tell Kraken your news about us, or do you want to reveal that? Or should we just do it?
Let's do it.
Kraken, we need this sprinting. I'm like 10,000 words behind.
It's no secret.
no
Okay, cool.
secret.
Well, fine. I'll say it then. Ocelot's coming on this channel tomorrow.
Ocelot has
It's
a
gonna
face,
be-
and we're gonna see it.
Yeah, and we're gonna actually hear voices and take the piss and everything. It's gonna be great.
We'll be gentle.
I'll be gentle.
What looks like a giant dildo? The Jeffrey Bezos space machine. We're back to dildos. What would Freud have to say?
There's a great. It's an old comedy series now, but there's one called Bottom, and they went into a sex shop once and said, "Oh, this is a sex shop, isn't it?" "Yes, sir. I'll have 5 quid's worth then." That's
Oh
just
God, no.
very droll, sir. I've never heard that one before. Oh, really? Shall I say it again? No, thank you, sir. I'd rather have a pineapple inserted violently into my rectum. You've been working here too long, mate. Sorry, moving on.
On that note, who has a timer?
Gary, you live for this.
It's okay.
Yes,
Ocelot.
sprints. We're behind from the sounds of it writing wise, but how are we doing writing and stuff? What are today's goals?
Words.
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 Some of them in order.
Yeah, that would help a little bit.
Amber, obviously yesterday you were doing planning. How did that go? Are you going to be carrying on with that, or are you back to?
Yeah, I think I need to finish my outline. I didn't do any work yesterday because it was early pickup day for my son's school, and I had to go to the doctor, and I've just been feeling like, insert adjective here. But yeah, I finished the backstory and the lore, and now I have to actually write out the chapter outlines, which should go quickly, I said, not knowing how hard things are. Get it cracking! Look at you go.
That is, I haven't. I got to confess, I still haven't read any of your stuff. Sorry, Kraken. It's just been beyond mental here. I hope to get around to it tomorrow. I can't promise, but it's on my to-do list. But yeah, 2,087 words is not to be sneezed at. Congratulations. You won't be embarrassed. It'll be amazing. And how about you, Erica? What's plans for your sprint?
Right now I'm in a part where my character has just been given a book of runes because we're on a different planet where they have different kinds of magic that the planet I came from didn't. And so I have a book of runes but there's no cipher to them to tell me what they are. And so I have to try and figure out how to cast these runes on my own. And then as it progresses and learn them, I test them out on one of my companions, and hilariousness ensues.
Why do we do this to ourselves when we're playing games? Why do we just put ourselves in the most ridiculous situations possible and press play?
Because it's fun.
Cool. So how long are we going to do it for?
25, 30? I don't know. I want to respect everyone's time, so
Let's do a solid 30, and then we can have like 10-ish to talk and
yeah.
call
Cool.
it a day.
And Gary, can you do the timer again, or Dan?
Let me see.
I can't do it from my Mac for some reason.
Oh, can you not?
It helps to type on the right keyboard.
I'll do it. Don't worry.
Did that again, huh?
I'll do it. Don't worry. I've got it shortcutted.
Oh, all right. I have it up, but okay.
All right. All right. Happy
Okay.
writing, everyone, and don't forget to mute just in case, so there's no
Thank you. Good reminder.
You.
And music and play. Before I start, though, can anybody tell me which tab of the hundreds that I've got open is the thing I'm writing?
It's the third to the left.
No, that's Setsura, Z-E-R-Z. No, it's not that. Yeah. I have random things on my. And sorry, one more thing. Yes, I'm going to echo what Ocelot just said to Kraken. You are just as wonderful, if not more, and we all hope you're enjoying your writing. And if you'd like to join us, just let us know. Anyway, it's an entire minute wasted. wow, didn't give us its usual beep, 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 beep rundown. It was just like, here's your gong. Everybody stop.
Yes.
Cool. Before we go, just want to say hello to Mr. the Cat. Thanks for joining. Working on fairy tale fanfic again. And there was a comment that I really wanted to mention, but I forget what it was. Ocelot's had to call it a day.
Mhm.
Deleted by Ocelot. Sorry we didn't give you a proper exit.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes.
And here.
Oh no, that was it. Kraken asked, "Is there such a thing as too long a chapter?"
I think it depends, because I think I had asked you guys that the last time I was on. I can't remember if it was like during the stream or afterward.
It's so funny because I was just outlining and I was writing. I had like 10 bullet points in a chapter, and I was like, I think I need to split this chapter up. It's the chapter that Jen's reading that I had to split up for her. So, and Dan had said something about when the chapters are shorter, you're more inclined to keep reading.
Yeah, for me
Is that
personally.
right? But I think that there's no rule, but I think that is something to keep in mind because I tend to be a long chapter writer. Yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
Whereas
Yeah.
when, well, first of all, let's do the post sprint debrief and then go into that. So, how did everybody do?
Good. I did 422.
Ooh.
Amazing.
Nice.
That's good for me.
I got about 1,000 into my outline, and there's lots of silly little notes to myself, so I don't know if that counts. But
They're the most important part.
Mhm.
if anybody saw me laughing quietly to myself, that's what I was doing.
Gary,
346.
Nice.
Erica,
Strong.
1321.
nice.
Erica, the
That's a
cheetah, as
solid
always.
Autumn has done 176. Congratulations.
Well done.
I think are they the only ones who've said something? But yeah, good stuff. I don't think I mean, I did. I wrote a couple of words, but I mean, we're talking in the units because I spent most of my time. Erica will love this. Maybe reading through this, the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game. It's so good.
That's
But
not
I'm going to
writing,
do it.
Dan.
Sorry.
That's not writing.
Well, no, but I'm going to be doing a video on this, whether or not it's appropriate for client work, and so it's research. Come on, everything counts as writing if your limits are broad enough. This counts as writing. So you know. But no, I'm conscious that in pure word count, no, you're not wrong. Chapter 1.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I would pare those down, but I'm not going to tell you how to butter your bread.
No, I mean, personally, for me, that's I mean, bearing in mind I'm dyslexic. For me, reading is actively difficult. The fact that I have so many books is a testament to how much I love reading, because it's like, oh god. So long chapters for me are like, oh really? But some of my favorite authors have really long. I mean, Terry Pratchett famously doesn't have any chapters at all. It's just line breaks here and there.
Mhm.
That is the thing. I make a lot of use of line breaks, but
For me, it just I go at a natural spot. Like I just, where things feel like, okay, that's done. And then I'm looking at like all of my chapter word counts, and Probably, I mean, my average is probably around 4,000.
Yeah, and that
Some are longer, some are shorter.
I mean, the way not that I am a nerd who went through books counting the number of words on pages and doing math or anything like that. Completely not. Me, no, I'd never do anything like that. But they're about in your standard trade paperback. There's around about 350 words per page. So I aim for around about 3.5K. That way, each chapter will be about 10 pages, and that's just a nice. I don't know what this is, but it's one of them.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
a wrap up.
yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I'm with you, Autumn. I
Yeah.
write until the chapter is done.
Mm.
But I see chapters as scenes, like almost, or like episodes in a show, and or even a short story. Like you have to conclude the theme or the whatever of that chapter, and sometimes that takes more time. I don't know. I have a really long chapter somewhere in my book that I will not split because they call it the Great Talbury Caper, and it's just.
I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, anything with that title does not get split.
It's not technically titled, but it's my favorite chapter that I wrote, and it's like all the characters have to split off and go do their own thing as part of this big scheme to get through this other place that they're trying to get to, and it ends up obviously in chaos and wreckage and silliness because we're 2/3 of the way through the book, and it ended up being like an 8,000 word chapter, but it's like you if I split it, it would feel really weird because the caper would be split in half. And you're switching perspectives from all these different people, like they're all over the city. I'm giving away too much. You'll just have to read the book.
Yes.
We will when it's
Anyway.
finished.
It's never gonna be finished.
Yeah,
So,
Autumn. I need a title. The one I have doesn't work. I really. How are people with titles? Because I have a really weird relationship with titles. Jen says that I have a style with title. At one point, not too long ago, she said, "Oh, that's such a damn title." And I confess I'm not entirely sure what that means, but at the same time, I do know that titles are either come really easily, or it's just shoot me now, I can't do this anymore, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I have titles for all of my chapters, and I think I have 3 favorite ones, and they're right in order. One is WATF. So what the actual fuck? The next one is All Hell Breaks Loose, and then the next one is And Continues to Break Loose. It was an interesting 24 hours of gameplay that took 3 chapters to write.
Wow.
Because every single thing that could go wrong did. It was lovely. It was the best, like my favorite, I think, favorite session that we played in 5.5 years.
That's awesome.
Of the campaign.
Oh, I like Autumn's idea.
Yeah.
I Easter egg song stuff into my book all the time because I listen to music while I write.
I often use song titles as story titles, but yeah, I've never titled all of my chapters though, and yet it's something I always love when I see it in books.
I do too. Is that
so-
I don't know. Like, what's the rule there? Is that done and not done, or do people like it?
I had read something in some blog, and I cannot remember where it was, but that they said that things that they would love to be brought back into books are chapter titles. And I was like, well, okay, then I'm going to do that because that's what this one person wants. So then I stuck with it.
I like it. Sorry?
I like chapter titles.
Yeah.
I think the lack of them is kind of boring.
That's something to take into account because I had chapter titles 18,000 years ago in the first draft of this book, and then I got rid of them because it was at the time being said it wasn't done. It was bad. But now, like, I'm with you guys. I find it charming.
Hmm.
And I love Erica's chapter titles.
Yeah, they're just
you can-
perfect.
Keep it quiet, Jen. What do you think? I want to know.
I like the song idea. I'm going to start using that. Because titles are hard for me too, because I feel like they need to have meaning behind it. So it takes, usually I have to write the whole thing, because that's why my titles are pretty basic right now. The Witch in the Woods, The Gypsy, because it's just a working title until I can find some meaning.
There was a time, I think she's moved away from it now, but Jules, the other member who isn't comfortable online, went through a phase where all of her where all of her titles had to be single word.
Oh.
And whether it was short story, novel, script, whatever, the title had to be one word. That was it.
That's how
It's a stylistic choice.
for my novel that I'm writing. All the titles are one word.
Do you have a favorite, Gary?
Hmm?
Do you have a favorite among your one-word titles?
I mean, hieroglyphs. That's the first chapter.
I like it.
You're right, chap. You sound a bit today.
In my other book that I had, I tried to do clever titles. There was one that was thicken and then thin.
Rock and hard place.
But yeah, no.
Add an ass.
I don't think there's.
Oh my god, that would be so good. A book where the chapter titles are a sentence.
Oh, I have no idea, Tinnitus. That's a good question.
I don't think they have to.
I don't think they do.
I don't know if you'd want them to be utterly different, because if the title is Pirates of the Caribbean and the chapter titles of The Jet Fighter Flew Through the Sky.
Well, sure, okay, if we're getting like really wacky with it. My concern is always that a reader is going to look at the chapter titles ahead and then somehow like figure things out. So I don't want to get too clever with my chapter titles, because then I'm like,
yeah, you don't
want to leave some mystery. Like, I don't know. I've got a title called Ghosts in one of my chapters, and I mean,
it's pretty on point. Yeah,
it's on point, but
well, it could mean anything.
It could mean anything, exactly.
No.
But once you read the chapter, you're like, yeah, duh.
I want people to figure out the chapter title maybe like 2/3 of the way through the chapter and go, oh, that's why. But maybe that's like, again, getting too clever with it. Like, it might help with my outline if I just title them, though. Like The Great Talbury Caper, which has been the unofficial chapter 26 title forever.
I need to read that. Forget everything. Just that chapter just sounds. It sounds like Ocean's 11 / the caper in the D&D movie, which
it's pretty capery. The thing is, though, I don't like if readers are reading and they're at the beginning of the book and they look at the title, they're going to know that they're in Talbury 2/3 of the way through the book, and they'll look at the map and go, okay, so at some point they're going to get to Talbury, and then I'm like, well, I don't want them to know that yet. So
really?
I don't.
I mean, do they know that, or does it perhaps you're just talking about some other group that's there?
Just talking about Talbury as we do.
But
there's also people like my daughter. She will read the last chapter of a book before, like, when she just like, because she needs to know, like, to calm her own anxiety,
Oh.
kind of where this is gonna go.
yeah, well, that's the line from When Harry Met Sally, isn't it? You know, he always it's a bit more cynical. He always reads the last page of the book because what happens if he dies halfway through reading?
That's right.
I mean, so like with that, for me, if people want to figure it out, I think they will. I think they'll like put the effort in to figure it out. Whereas like for like me as a consumer of entertainment, I just want to be entertained. And so even if I have a guess about what this, you know, I was just looking at my other chapter titles, and I have one that's called "Oh Shit." Which I don't know if I'm going to keep.
I love your chapter title.
Well, it's like, because it's a fantasy genre, right? Like, that doesn't really, I mean, it might, I don't know, but it was just what I was feeling, and so I just go with it. But, you know, oh shit can mean a whole lot of things. And
Yeah.
It could be oh shit or oh shit. You know?
Just
Or,
someone in the book had an oh shit moment, and we don't know what that is. That doesn't give away too much.
yeah.
So.
But also, I mean, that asks the question, how big are we on kind of spoilers and letting people figure out? Because some people are massively anal about keeping the ending secret. Oh no, they can't figure it. Like the whole Game of Thrones business. They changed parts of it, didn't they? Because people figured out what was happening, I think. And it's like, guys, that's just stupid.
I don't know about that. And I was deep into Game of Thrones shit posting for a minute because I got real mad. Danny kind of forgot. Fuck you guys. Anyway, kind of forgot.
Okay, I'm sensing annoyance here.
So triggered right now. I read those books, and it's just bleh. The show just bleh. I can't words anymore. Somebody else talk about things. I have to grieve.
Go on, Gary. How about you? You're quiet.
I mean, I could rant about Game of Thrones too, but
I seriously asked my husband last night why they aired that interview where the showrunner said, Danny kind of forgot. Like,
I guess you kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet.
Edit that out! That wasn't live! You had to tell us that she just... Okay, I'm muting myself. I have to mute myself. I'm going to have an aneurysm.
I have not, we are working our way through it because I do not watch TV, and we schedule 2 hours every 2 weeks with our friends to come over to watch 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. And that is the max TV that I watch every yeah. But I know I had to look up spoilers because I needed to know if my people died, and yeah.
I can't do that. I can't look at the last page. I can't look at the next paragraph until I've read. Like, I'm that obsessed. I gotta do it in order. So no, I've never understood the people that can skip to the end and still feel like they want to read it.
Part of it's ADHD, though, I think, because by the time we get there, I'm going to forget. And then go, oh, yeah, I did know that was going to happen.
Yeah. I can watch the same movie over and over, and people look, you've seen this. I say, yeah, I know, but I still managed to be surprised by it because it was before this morning. I can't remember what happened.
I'm the opposite. I have the steel trap ADD brain. So if I see even a snippet of something that feels spoilery to me, my brain will hold on to it forever, and I'll just...
Yep.
Steel trap. Erica!
Oh, we lost her.
No!
Yeah, no, I figure things out very quickly from very small things, and I'm like, oh, I ruined it.
Yeah, I watched a trailer for a video game and I saw something that was like halfway through, and I was like, I didn't know that character got to blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so apparently
Yep.
I just get ragey really easily.
No, it's the same thing in movies. I'm like, okay, I know how this is gonna end now.
It's ruined.
All right then, guys. Well, we are coming up to 1:15. What are plans, requests, thoughts, etc.? Do we want to call it a day? Do we want to carry on chin wagging? What's going on?
I have to hop out and go get my child, but you guys can chin wag on, and I'll
I
catch you
need to make
tomorrow.
dinner for the hockey boy.
I've got to go take the small child away from the mother.
The long-suffering mother. Yeah, we would do Kraken, but 3 hours more would take us to 1:15 my time, and I'm like, you know what? No.
A 3-hour tour.
Maybe December 31st.
That would be fun.
Oh, did
Super
anybody
mega
watch
marathon.
that song that I told you about yesterday? The Horrible Histories.
Oh yes. Oh, I just got it out of my head too.
I spent which one? The Viking one or the pirate one?
Both.
Oh, good.
Probably
I
the
spent-
pirate one.
I spent all day practicing the guitar solo from the Viking one. It is so good, and it is just So I've just had it. Erica, have you heard of Horrible Histories? Nobody else had.
No.
Okay, it's just a kids show over here that teaches history through all of the gruesome facts, like the king who died on the toilet. And there's a fantastic. They do amazing songs. One of them is the Blackbeard song, and it's just so good. And there's a Viking song called Literally, which is basically just a pop rock song about Vikings killing people. It's awesome. And it's got just an epic guitar solo in it. I spent all day doing it.
Awesome.
I think my horrible child would love that. He's not horrible. He's sweet. He's also
They're
brave.
all horrible. We all love them, but they're all horrible. Right then, guys. Well, from that, it sounds like we should call this a day. So
Just real quickly, I want to say thank you to Autumn for the writing prompt for my son. I will pass that on, and hopefully that will inspire him. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
indeed, and thank you, everybody. Autumn, Kraken, Ocelot.
Yes, and
The
if
cat.
anyone has a channel we could raid, please put that in the comments.
Yep.
All right. I do have to jump off like right now because
Okay.
apparently my client decided that they didn't have basketball practice today and was trying to log on to see me. So I will see you all tomorrow.
Lovely
All right,
seeing
I'm gonna
you.
hop off too, y'all. Bye, guys. See you
later.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. All right. Anyone in the chat have any suggestions on where to raid? Autumn for just joining to ask about my son. Thank you.
Oh, that's sweet. Yes, okay, yes. I
Cat
will.
Okay. All right, we will do that then. Thank you for that suggestion. And I hope all of you can join us tomorrow, same time,
Same place.
same place. And I think, will we all be here? Yeah, and then we'll have Ocelot.
We will.
We're going to have a full house tomorrow.
It will be a 6-member panel tomorrow. I mean, what?
Yeah.
So, thanks, guys, for the support as usual. You've made this month just. We're only halfway through. I mean, yeah, we are more than halfway through now.
Yes,
And
we made it. We're almost.
this, you're just amazing. So, thank you so much for coming with us, and we'll speak to you tomorrow.
All right, I'm starting the raid. It's going. 3, 2, 1. Bye. Okay, and then we will end the stream.